You know she made me rock and roll again. Put the swagger in my soul again. Push me back across the line again. Got me hiding.
You're listening to Boomer and the Beard, the pulse of Americana, with your beautiful bearded host, Zach Walker, Alabama's best no-holes-barred, constitutionally conservative, Christ-centered talk radio. If that don't fire you up, then your wood's wet. Now, it's time for your bearded host, Zach Walker.
Good morning. Welcome into Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. I'm so glad that you've chosen to join us here this morning, like each and every morning before it. Your favorite, the best, the smartest show in morning radio. What would you do without us? We're not entirely sure, but we know what we would do without you. We'd be asleep right now. So thank you for that. Got the whole team with us this morning. We've got Slim Shady. We've got Tugboat Willie over at Master Controls. Maybe a new nickname for Hayden. Unless he stops forgetting to delete the bed music out, in which case I'm going to fire him. So, Hayden, what was that over there, buddy? We always have a couple commercials before the show starts. Every single day.
Yeah. Well,
did you take care of the bed music?
yeah, I did.
But not before the show started. So you kind of did your job today. I'm going to kind of pay you for today.
Kinda?
Yeah. How do you think about that? I'm going to pay you the same way that
great.
you do your job. If you kind of do your job, I'm going to kind of pay you. What does kind of paying someone look like, by the way? Never mind. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. I knew where you were going with that. I knew where you were going with that.
You really
I don't
don't
see you
wanna
do
know.
anything. Show me my money.
That's right.
I knew where you were going with that. I was about to mute your mic. I was running for the mute button. I was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah, you know, I'm that guy that you never put on speakerphone. People call me and they're like, hey, man, you're on speakerphone.
No, then hang up. Hang up. Hang up. Don't do it. I'm going to say something stupid. Don't do it. Yeah, that's funny. And then we put him on the radio. How dumb are we? Right? Doesn't that make us dumb if you're the guy that can't be on speakerphone and then we put you on the radio?
Yeah. I'm just going to go with it.
That's fine. Producer Connor, how are you this morning, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Are you kind of doing your job, or are you totally doing your job this morning?
I think we're doing good. I think we're off to the races this morning.
Rock and roll. So Connor gets fully paid. Hayden kind of gets paid. I like it. Hayden, you know I got to give you a hard time, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
He's-
I kind of owe you $20.
Oh, I forgot
Oh.
about that. I forgot about that.
Did you?
Tugboat Willie owes you $20.
I cleaned Tugboat Willie out in a poker game twice. And then took his money at blackjack. He wanted me to be the house. I said, I'll definitely be the house. You know I'll back the house.
Oh.
Show me your money. Oh, you talking about, hey, there it is. Right there. And so I played the house, and the house had a run. Let me tell you. The house had a run. And wiped him out in about 8.5 minutes. It was pretty glorious. Of course, he didn't have but like $3 left because I'd taken it all in poker. But he bet what he had left, and I took it too. So yeah, he owes me, kinda, apparently.
Kinda.
You can't kinda owe somebody. You either owe me or you don't.
Yeah. No, he owes me. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he owes me. Now you can kinda do your job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean it's not an absolute thing there. It's. Yeah, so the next break, I'll play the music I meant to play this time. I started playing it, and I was like, why do I hear something else in the background here? It's like, what is going on? And then I was like, I think that's Blackberry Smoke. I hear Blackberry Smoke in the background. I kind of like them. I guess I'll kill Aerosmith.
Have you seen them in concert?
No, I have not. Are they good? They put on a good show?
I would have paid twice the price of my ticket.
What was the price of your ticket?
Oh, it was only like $20, but
Oh, that's not saying a ton.
if it was 100, I'd have paid it.
Really?
Yeah,
That
I
good?
mean they're awesome.
That good. Their music's fantastic. I love.
And it's a good show.
That's.
So it's like
I love live music.
song, like not song.
Talk for 5 minutes about
Talk
nonsense.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care.
We all, you know what I hear when I hear, there's some people that's all they do at their concerts though is they just meh, meh, meh. They get up there, they sing their song, they're like ah,
I personally believe that U.S. Americans
And they
are
just talk.
unable to do so
and this is what it sounds like right here.
because some
I'm like, sing a song.
people out there in our nation don't have maps, and
Okay, that's
I
enough.
believe
We
that
get it.
our
Can you sing-
education, like such as in South
So,
Africa,
are you gonna sing a song, or-
and the Iraq, everywhere like
yeah,
such
Iraq.
as, and I believe that they
Sing a
should-
song!
Our education over here in the U.S. should help.
know what I'm
the
saying? Sometimes
US,
that's just how it
or should
is.
help South Africa.
You're right, though.
It should help
a
the
good
Iraq
show
and
is
the
worth.
Asian countries.
I've seen Chris
so
Stapleton
we will
put
be
some
able
best
to
show
build
I've
up our future. For
Yeah,
us.
he's good.
That
I
guy.
saw
Thank you
him.
South Carolina.
He had one song out. He opened up for a band called the Randy Rogers Band.
I know Randy Rogers.
Yeah, and he opened up for them in Nashville. I can't remember the name of the venue, but
The Ryman.
no,
Oh,
no, it was like
that's the only one I know. I'm out. I quit.
yeah. But anyway, he opened up for them, and he had like one song out, and
I was about to say that
like,
must have
who
been
is this guy?
for him opening up for Randy Rogers. He must have been early career. Yeah, I know me some Randy. I love Randy Rogers, man. I'm from Texas though, so I like the red dirt. I like
Oh,
that
yeah.
red dirt scene, man.
Stony LaRue.
Oh man, yeah,
Yeah. Jason Boland and the Stragglers.
yeah.
Reckless Kelly.
Yep.
Cross Canadian Ragweed.
Seen them all live, every
Yeah.
one of them.
Me too.
Because they just play those honky tonks down there.
Yeah.
So that's where I met my wife. We was out dancing. So
Oh, you're a
yeah.
dancer then.
Two-stepping.
Your name is definitely Boots.
Yeah.
You just told me. You're two-stepping and your boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, your nickname
But not
is
my ponytail boots.
Yeah, no.
Like you thought yesterday. They were legit boots.
Square Boots.
Yeah,
Your
square
name
toe.
could be Square Boot.
It could be, but there's nothing square about me. That would be misleading people.
And that would be wrong.
And that would be that would be incorrect. That would be, and we don't want to be incorrect at all. So, Jonah, how are you this morning, buddy? You're awful quiet.
Yeah, you've been quiet.
Hey, I was just waiting to get brought in. Ain't that right, Connor?
Absolutely right.
brought
You got to play
in-
by the rules.
I
Gotta
brought
play
you
by
in
the rules.
early on.
No,
Yeah,
did
I
he,
did.
Connor?
I went around the entire circle.
Connor, I need your phone number so I can start texting you. Oh, yeah, I'm doing good. Hit the ground this morning. Out the bed, did a burnout. I'm up. I'm ready to go. Got all kinds of good news, boy. I tell you, America's back. Bombing Syria. We're keeping that. We're keeping that minimum wage right there. I ain't got to fire my wife. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. Bombs over Baghdad. Let's get it, Joe.
You coming in hot this morning. I like it.
Let's get it, Joe.
I like it.
America's
I like
back. When Joe said America's back, we back, baby. Y'all watch out.
This whole time he's been sitting there being quiet. He's
I'll
like
tell you, ain't that right,
planning
Connor?
his intro.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Oh, he had that written.
Yeah.
And then I had to hold it for 5 or 10 minutes. Hey,
Yeah,
Connor, shoot me that number in a minute. Connor.
He had that whole thing. He had that whole thing. I think he's working on that last night.
Yeah.
He had that thing. He was in front of the mirror. He was in front of the mirror saying, "America's back. America's back. We bomb Syria. Attaboy Joe. Attaboy Joe. And the minimum wage gonna stay right there. Don't have to fire my wife. Don't have to fire my wife."
I know. And
That's a good one.
Hey, look, and then Connor come in with that banana. And first thing I thought about was he done brought his potassium tube. Got that old potassium tube
That's
over
a
there.
better name for banana.
Oh, yeah.
That is a better name.
Got to keep them bones healthy.
Connor, what do you think about the potassium tube?
Hey, we all need some potassium in our life.
Yeah, I take mine in a pill form. Yeah,
Why would you take it in a pill form when the banana shape
too much
is so
sugar in a banana.
for your diet?
Yeah,
But it's a natural sugar, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's,
it doesn't matter.
So you
Doesn't
can't,
matter.
no sugar free.
Well, I had a glass of sweet tea last night, so I wrecked that whole thing. But
Like glass.
I'm
or-
talking about glass, bro. I'm talking about glass. Your boy had a big old glass of sweet tea. Like, I didn't just have some sweet tea. I had a big old glass of sweet tea. Yeah, we was getting after it last night. I had some French fries too. It was delicious. I said screw it for a night.
Yeah.
I'm talking about put cheese on the French fries too. Dipped them in a whole bunch of ranch. Wash it down with a big old glass of sweet tea.
Bacon.
No bacon. No bacon. I was not.
Give me all tea, no ice.
Oh, you know what pisses me off about that? I'm real mad now. I have real bacon bits sitting in my fridge. I could have dumped on top of them. What an idiot.
Cheese,
You
ranch.
let yourself down.
I did. And I need to rough talk myself so that doesn't happen again. Good God, Zach.
You got too
Hey, right
excited.
here.
He was too ahead of himself.
I was. Oh, yeah. Show me. Show me.
Show me the
Show
bacon
me
bits.
the bacon bits. Let's go to break. When we come back, we'll dive into some of the news that my good buddy over here teased a moment ago in his well written, well executed monologue that he's been working on for 3 days. So we'll discuss some of that. Hayden, did we go to a break yet? I can't hear it. You need to turn it up, buddy.
Yeah.
Hayden, that's not a break, buddy. That's bed music. Coming back. What do you got going on here? Hayden, wake up! What are we doing? Oh, there it stops. Here on this show, we only kind of know what we're doing. So, just hang tight.
Boomer and the Beard.
Bye, hun. Running late. Love you.
Hey, hon, you forgot your coffee.
For the days you need it most. Don't worry. Perk up and percolate with us. Put some love in your day with Just Love Coffee Cafe in Huntsville. From our award-winning specialty coffee to our unique and quirky menu, our customers at Just Love Coffee have found us to be a great spot for the highest quality coffee, breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner. You'll want to try our delicious waffles, wraps, sandwiches, and more. At Just Love Coffee, we're the place to go when you're by yourself, but don't want to be alone. We're the place to go when you want to catch up with friends. We're the start and end point of your morning run. Stop by the Just Love Coffee Cafe today on Memorial Parkway Southwest in Huntsville and friend us on social media at Just Love Huntsville and brewing soon at Just Love Madison on Hughes Road across from Madison City Hall. Just Love Coffee. Eat, drink, love.
Steve? Steve?
Oh, sorry. I have sleep apnea and my machine isn't set up.
It's the third time this week you've napped at your desk. I use AeroCare and was set up the very next day.
I've been waiting a week for someone to call.
AeroCare's amazing, and now I sleep like a baby, just not at work.
AeroCare specializes in all respiratory equipment. If you have sleep apnea or in need of oxygen, let AeroCare set you up. Call 256-469-3900. Let us help you breathe a little easier.
770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. Depend on it.
Hayden, what's going on, buddy? We're struggling this morning, aren't we? Oh yeah, you this little Arkansas here, baby. What, you didn't like my other music? But the world to me. Gonna get down to Arkansas. You like it? I love how small their band is. It's just three of them.
Yeah.
And they filled up the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta. That is crazy. And then George Strait walked out. And he freaking walked right up to that microphone. He stood there and sang the hits for 3 hours.
He's got enough of them.
Good Lord. Just keeps coming.
Right.
Not a great showman. Not a great songwriter. But a great singer. You know he didn't write most of his songs.
No, he did not.
Isn't that sad?
Not really.
No, you're right. When he looks so good in them jeans, you know. Them tight jeans. Just
he's a little guy.
Tiny. We saw him at a restaurant. My wife and I went, and he walked into a restaurant we were at, and my wife was like, "That was George Strait," and it sure was. And he's a small fella.
Yep,
he's short, real short. Hayden, are you getting things figured out over there, buddy?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure it out. Just stuff out of order, and I'm trying to put it back in order.
Okay. You can just delete the bed music. There doesn't need to be any music in the computer at all. The only thing we need in there is the what am I trying to say? The theme song on the way out, going out. You know, people don't want to hear us talking about this, but I just want to make sure you're.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you're squared away, buddy. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. You sure? You kind of good?
Kind of good.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
But are you for real good though?
For real though.
So yeah, maybe people like hearing us talk about this, Connor. You know, they said they didn't at first, but maybe they do because they feel bad for Hayden.
All right, let's spend more time on the troubleshooting.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they want to hear more of this because they feel so bad for Hayden. They just feel like, man, this kid can't catch a break. He gets stuck on a tugboat for 12 hours, and then he can't do his job. And I am. Did you sleep a lot yesterday, Hayden?
Like 3 hours, and then went into work.
He's a trooper.
He's a kid. Well, I mean,
how old is he?
20 what? 2?
26.
Shoot.
You look 30.
What's that stash?
Slow it down, buddy.
It's that stash.
Slow
It's
down.
that stash, man.
Oh, man.
That stash makes him look like he just looks like he's from the 70s.
I mean, I know I look old, all this gray and shit. I'm 43.
You can't say that on the radio.
What?
Hey,
You said you can't say that on the radio.
What did I look old?
No, and ooh,
Oh.
yeah.
I need one of those little buttons.
Yeah, a buzzer.
That every time I know I'm gonna say one.
Well, how about you just have it show some self-control?
How about we
How
go
about
to
you just
break and you work this out?
How about you just exhibit some
pleasure.
discipline?
My pleasure.
He said, all this gray and beep.
he got too comfortable.
That's exactly what happened.
He got too comfortable. Taking him to church Sunday.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, Hayden looks like he's working on his third divorce over there.
That is one of my
Got
favorite.
about 3 kids. Working 2 jobs, paying child support, eating bologna sandwiches, ramen noodles.
70s porn star. Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like you're definitely operating from a place of you know what you're talking about. What is there is a person doing yoga with a goat on their back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, those people are on Shark Tank.
That's white people for you.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, lady doing yoga on a beach with a goat on her back. Definitely white people.
Oh man, I'm proud of that moment.
Oh man. So I guess
Anyway, Marshall, go ahead and apologize to the 20 people listening right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my language.
it's okay. The less we make a deal about it, the
I know.
better.
I've had to tell them, all right, now we got to have inside voices and stuff.
My pleasure.
Oh man, what a start to the morning!
Oh, man. It's too early for my cheeks to be hurting this and my facial cheeks. I mean, you know,
Your facial cheeks?
Yeah.
What other? I mean,
I'm glad you clarified that.
no, not my others. I'll be having to get on my poo app. Let me get that poo app, yo.
Ooh, my wife's texting me right now. Y'all, she said y'all are cracking me up this morning. It's cracking you up. We can't keep it together up here. What are you talking about?
What was the wipes called yesterday? The
dude wipes. Yeah, dude wipes.
See, that doesn't sound right.
What do you mean it doesn't sound right?
I mean, I don't know.
Sounds pretty good. It's better than if it was like feminine wipes. Would you want to touch them?
I mean,
no. Dude wipes is like it's for dudes.
Just dude and wipes. It makes me think about that campground where they're not letting the transgender people in.
I mean,
you talking about the boomerang? Talking about boomerang, Camp Boomerang?
Yes,
Is that what you're talking about?
Marshall, there's this Camp Boomerang, and it's only gay men allowed. And they had to make a policy where they're kicking out all the transgender.
and you went there?
Dr. Fauci was there doing an investigation on AIDS and stuff.
Hey, Hey, Kay. All right. Bring it back.
no, that's what.
Hey, when you're herding cats, grab the reins, pull them back in.
I mean, that's what he used to do back in the 80s.
Pull them back in.
He used to do that in the 80s.
I know.
I know this is the 2000s. We can't talk about the 80s no more.
No, we can't. We can't talk about anything from the 80s. Apparently, the greatest decade. Good God, greatest decade mankind has ever seen. You talking about that decade, the 80s?
Anyway, dude wipes at the Boomerang Ranch.
Dude, it's just called the Boomerang.
Oh.
Boomerang Ranch is a totally different place.
You sound like you've been there too.
Maybe have. Yeah. It's, no,
nothing to see here, people.
Nothing to see or listen to, for that matter.
No.
Yep.
Go ahead and turn it off. Good Lord. Good alert. Good Lord.
All right. Anyway.
Man, you catch my breath.
All right. I need some church songs or something after that.
After Marshall's foul mouth.
I said one word.
And you didn't really say it loud enough. We probably could have got away with it.
I didn't even hear it.
Yeah.
Well, for the record, I said 3 yesterday.
Did you really?
Yes, and I'd like to.
You'd like to take those back?
Yeah, but I
can't.
can't.
We'll let you do that.
I just said I'm not. I'm taking them back.
Oh, okay.
We need a couple Hail Marys on them.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
Where's my what's those things they carry?
Rosaries.
Yep.
Yeah, you need a rosary.
Mm-hmm.
One over here, just say my prayers.
It'll just
Yeah.
put you a cross right there. Look at it.
Yeah, wouldn't do you any good, but.
Wow.
The rosary?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about like actually do you good or just you're not are you Catholic?
I don't know. Am I?
I don't know. You don't look Catholic.
I'm not. I'm not.
I didn't think so.
I'm not.
I didn't think so. I have a couple issues with Catholicism that I have to wrap my mind around sometimes. I don't really understand the whole Mary worship thing part. That's weird. That's not and then the confessional thing. I don't really it's a good practice to confess your sins one to another, but ain't no priest going to tell me what I can and can't do or should or shouldn't do to get right with the Lord.
It's like you're just giving them dirt to hang over your head. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's one way to look at it. I don't think most people look at it that way.
I don't know, but every time I see that priest, I'm like, man, he knows everything I did. He gonna run and tell that.
You don't
snitches get stitches. Priests don't snitch, man.
You don't have a priest, do you?
No.
Well, you said my priest every time I see.
Well, no, I was saying if I was Catholic.
Theoretically.
Yeah, theoretically. Yeah, I'm not.
You're not Catholic.
I'm Church of Christ, man.
Oh.
Old school.
Oh, Church of Christ. Mm-hmm. You should repent for that. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Totally joking. All Church of Christ people out there getting mad as heck.
Yep.
Well, they ain't listening to music about it.
Zach at boomerandbeard.com.
Yeah, try that. In fact, that's where you should send all your emails because it doesn't exist. Yes, absolutely. Send it right there because it does not exist. Wow. We've got some news out here today. You know it? We have got some news out here this morning. I'm delaying while I get to my.
Ain't y'all happy we're getting all this rain up in North Alabama? Because that's definitely what we need right now. I tell you, I hit a little wet spot this morning too, and I was like, "Oh Lord, don't let me put this
in the Lincoln.
Don't let me put this stinking Lincoln in a ditch on the interstate." I mean,
we need to talk.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about this. How fast did you go?
No, I was on the on ramp.
Well, how fast did you go on the interstate today?
I set it at 71.
I thought we agreed on 72.
Well, it was raining, so I was trying to be responsible. I cut it down one. But yeah, it's when you hit a puddle of water and that thing's like 10 foot long and 6 foot wide. I mean, it's a little squirrely, but that's okay.
Well, can we talk about your Lincoln for a moment?
Yeah, man. I love it.
So tell a story about it. I saw the Facebook thing yesterday, and I really wanted to explore this because,
well,
you have a weird interest that I'd like to expose.
I love big rear-wheel drive V8 Ford cars.
For those of you that don't know, that's like Grand Marquis status, like
Crown Vics,
town cars, Marauder.
Yep.
Basically, geriatric mobiles.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I drove the snot out of a Crown Vic, or a Grand Marquis rather. It was one of my first vehicles. Was a late '90s model Grand Marquis, white with red leather interior. They had that red leather, dog. I'm talking about I was doing it, son.
I just remembered how I got into these cars. Yep.
How'd you get into these cars?
So
dated a woman 25 years older than you? Or?
So my whole life as a kid, I wanted a Fox Body GT Mustang with a manual transmission. And, so I'm a big guy. Well, I finally got one, and I'm like, man, I'm not comfortable. Because my first car was my grandma's Cutlass Supreme. So I was already used to leaning back. And then when I finally got that Mustang, I like Mustangs. I really do. I love looking at them. I love listening to them. But when I got in it, I just felt, a little too small, and sold it, got a truck, and it was just a 2-door V8 truck, Ford, and paid it off. And then one day I was like, I kind of need something a little bit bigger with 4 doors. I seen a Grand Marquis at the dealership that me and Mom and Papa had traded in right before the warranty was up, and gripped it up, and kind of been addicted ever since. But yeah, that Lincoln.
Hayden, son, where is our music?
It's not playing.
Then call Dale.
It won't play.
Call Dale.
What?
Call Dale right now.
All right, I'll call Dale.
All right. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, I'm going to try not to slap Hayden.
Cotton, it's incredibly soft, super breathable, extremely durable, 60-day money back, that same money back guarantee, that same 10-year warranty that you have on that MyPillow you love so much. The first night you sleep on the Giza sheets, you will never want anything else. Let me tell you something. My son, he's 4. He knows the difference. He knows the difference. He said, Daddy, where are those soft sheets that Mr. Mikey sent me? I said, don't worry, kid, I got you. Pulled them out of the dryer, put them on there. Listen, you right now have a special offer. You will receive 2 for 1 low price and free shipping on the Giza Dream Sheets if you call 1-800-889-7318 or go to mypillow.com/radio specials. Use the promo code BEARD. Again, mypillow.com, radio specials, promo code BEARD.
Boomer and the Beard.
Come with us, join the ride.
Boomer and the Beard.
Boomer and the Beard. This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. News starts now.
During power outages, then the FDA could authorize Johnson & Johnson's coronavirus vaccine for emergency use today. Brian Clark, ABC News.
You don't need a diet. That's work. You don't need a stylist. They're overrated. And you don't need to hang out with older or fatter people just to seem better in comparison either. All you need are these masters of video production. They'll make you look good.
Make your videos look good with Cotton Row Productions, the official live stream provider of Hometown Heartbeat and The Dale Jackson Show. We can handle events, church live streams, and your digital advertising. Call Cotton Row Productions today, 256-289-7355. That's 289-7355.
Stay informed and entertained all day long. Only on WVNN.
Welcome back to Boomer and the Beard. I'm Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host. Hayden, you've got to delete the bed music. Do you understand what that means?
Do you understand what that means? But it will not let me delete the bed music, so sorry about that.
That's
but yeah,
okay.
I do know what delete means, and I know how to delete it, but it will not let me delete it.
That's cool. Captain Attitude. You better be careful before I come over and slap you.
Is he hitting control and alt first?
I don't know what's going on.
Here's the thing. Hayden's really good at his job, and he gets frustrated because he takes, he bears the brunt of the blame here when things go wrong. But that's what happens when you make the big bucks. You gotta bear the brunt of the responsibility. There, Hayden, I just sent you what you needed. Go ahead and mute yourself and rock and roll, and get that handled on your end, buddy. So
where was we?
We were talking about your obsession with women that have their AARP card and get their Denny's for $2.99.
Yeah.
You like older women too, or
no?
I
did when I was younger, but then I hit 25 and I started looking down. So
yeah, there you go.
Back,
he said looking back,
like back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever you're in high school, I don't know about Connor. I guess we could ask him. When I was in high school, I always looked at the older girls. And then there came a time when I was like, I
Yeah, but you got to be careful saying I look at younger girls. Like that's not something you can really just say.
Well, okay.
And that's why you said looking back.
Okay, here, let me read. When I was in high school, I was always, interested in the girls that was like a grade ahead of me.
Yeah.
And then when I got older,
were they
it was
interested
like,
in you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always had a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, I was a stud.
But
yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
My marauder.
A year or two, maybe 3 younger than me. I don't want to get too far. The
17 and 14.
Well, not if I'm 17.
Oh, I was just.
No,
you said 3 years.
Well,
I was just curious.
If I'm 17 and she's 20, that was what I was going for back in the day. But no. But anyway, back to the Lincoln before we get all squirrely.
Yeah, you're.
I'd say you're squirrely. I'd say you fully gone squirrely.
You lost that.
The back end is loose,
tried to
and you're
say
going
that.
left and right and left
Yeah.
and right and left and right. You can't control nothing. You got you got whiskey throttle going bad. You can't stop it. You're on the brake on one hand. You're the throttle just going over, and you can't shift fast enough to keep up.
I'll tell you like this. Me and my wife went to school together. She was 2 years younger than me, and I can vaguely remember her one time the whole time we was in high school, and now we're married. So, but anyway, yeah, back to the Lincoln. I got me a black on black 96 signature series.
Presidential
Oh
series.
man, I love it.
It is nice.
Black tie affair right there. Putting it in the shop today. Get a little oil change on it. A little transmission flushed, coolant flush.
You gonna
get it babied up.
You gonna put some rims on it?
I'm gonna throw them things on it. I'm throwing things on the thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't speak that language.
I don't throw them things on that thing.
You can tell he's from Decatur, folks.
I'm flip flopping on. Do I want to put some big wheels on it or put some
No.
Vogue tires on my factories? So I'm kind of leaning more toward the Vogues with the big fat white with the yellow stripe on it, the gold. Probably gonna keep it classy. And then
sounds real classy.
Yeah, that sounds super classy.
You got that Cholo mobile.
Dude,
That's what that is.
I seen a Cadillac yesterday with some Vogues on its factories, and I was like, "Yep, that's probably what I'm going to do." And then just park
Vogues on its he speaks an entirely different language.
You gotta.
It's like he's speaking Japanese.
He's not though.
No,
he's not.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Yes.
You got more hood in you than I do, I guess.
Yeah.
You know when you see the tire and it's got the white wall about that big with the gold stripe around it.
Oh yeah,
that's the Vogue tires.
And why are they called Vogue? Is that the brand?
Yeah, Vogue.
Okay.
Yeah. They're a very old brand. I mean, they're from, I think I was looking on the website yesterday. It's 1918 or something. Because back in the day, everything had white walls on it.
Yeah, and I love a white wall on a motorcycle. I mean, I love a white wall on a.
Well, if you're Cholo,
it depends on the bike.
No,
also.
see, I
got fat white walls on my Fat Boy. I love it.
So I had a chopped up. It was like bobbed out. It was a Honda of all things, but I made it look really cool. I had it painted. I had the seat upholstered in like tan cowhide. It was a black bike. Had red stencil. I mean, it had red hand painted details on it,
right.
And I put white walls on it, and it looked really good. But you're right. It's got to be a certain type of bike, or else it's very much a certain type of style.
Yeah.
It's like those big rims that are all chromed out that are solid, if you will. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody's got a style, though. My style is typically lifted in 4x4, but that's just me. Got new tires coming from Outlaw Off Road, so they're gonna throw in on the mobile that we're building, the cookie dough mobile.
Cookie dough magic.
I said, you think I can clear 37s? He was like, yeah, if we do a little
trimming,
we do a little something. And I'm like, what's a little something? He's like, we got a bracket in here. I'm like, what kind of bracket? He's like, it'll move your front bumper forward half an inch, and you'll clear tires. You won't have to do any trim.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, well. Outlaw Off-Road Huntsville for all your outlaw and off-road needs.
We need to verify that pushing out is not going to affect that bull bar.
It mounts. No, you're right, because it mounts to the frame.
But the bull bar is going to. We're just going to take the tow hooks off, and then it's going to mount where the toe. I think we got play.
I think
half
we do
inch,
too.
We're fine.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're fine.
I think so too.
It's
Worst
gonna
case
work.
scenario, we'll just fabricate something to.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's fact.
We'll make it work.
We always make it work, folks. We always make it.
But I learned something new. I did not know that. Push that out a little bit. Yeah, usually they just gonna go in there and just trim.
I'm gonna take that sawzall and that sandpaper, and we're gonna saw it.
We're gonna make it,
and then we're gonna sand it, make it look good. We're going to redneck until we can't.
Hey, well, shout out to Outlaw for wanting to do it right.
Yeah, that's right. No,
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm telling you what, their shop, man. If you've not, and they're going to come on the show here in about, I think, 2 weeks. The owner, the founder, I guess, of Outlaw Off-Road from North Carolina, he's coming up. And they asked if they could join us on the show one morning, and I was like, well, yeah, it depends on how much money you. No, I'm kidding. I was like, absolutely, you can. And so, they're going to come and tell us their story and all that. But Outlaw, dude, Gerald Reynolds is, man, he's an incredible dude. He's a veteran, like I am, and he's just. They have an incredible business. They just moved into a bigger shop. They got like 4 lifts, man. They're doing so much fun. I drove over the other day, talked to him. And if there was one Jeep in the parking lot, there were 25 Jeeps in their parking lot. It was great. They have a huge Jeep crowd, and a lot of people get confused and think it's like only a Jeep shop. It's not. He's done all the work on my truck. I mean, he does a lot of stuff for a lot of different vehicles, and so he is going to order me some 1350 Baja Bad Boys or something. Baja Blast, that's a drink. Baja Blast is a Mountain Dew flavor. My bad.
That's going to look good on there, though.
Yeah, no, it'll definitely. 37s are going to fill that thing up, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I got 35s on it right now, but 37s is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, and the thing about a diesel, I mean, you can bump up your tire size a little bit.
Not worry about
because you got that torque.
There's enough torque in that thing to pull a house off the bottom of a house off the foundation. You ain't going to mess that up. Now, the gas mileage, on the other hand, is going to be.
You don't get a big truck and talk about gas mileage. I mean,
well, I did get a diesel truck to hopefully get better gas mileage than a gas burner, and I would have if I didn't put big tires and a tuner on it. So, I guess I can't really complain all that much, can I?
Okay.
In celebrity news today, we have T Swift, yo. Anybody like T Swift? I think she's a whiny brat, but that's just me. I've met her before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, before she was famous. Like back when she was a nobody. She came to our college in Arkansas.
Last week?
I know that's right. Yes. I mean, I don't like
That's
her.
not
either.
really funny considering she's like
her.
the #1 grossing female artist of like all. I mean, she's. We can't pretend like she's not somebody. We can pretend like she's no good because she ain't any good.
No.
I mean, her songs are all the same. My boyfriend left me and my dog got run over by a truck.
Nah, I'm glad Kanye took that mic. Said, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna let you speak, but let me say something.
Taylor Swift is suing the Fantasy theme park in Pleasant Grove, Utah. That is also suing her. Evermore Park is based on knights and dragons and dwarfs and fairies. Imagine a permanent Renaissance fair.
Like knights and wielding swords.
And when they say permanent, like it's.
Imagine a never-ending. Let me use a different word.
It's a continuous party at the night.
It's a continuous Renaissance fair. The park filed suit against Taylor Swift when she tried to claim a trademark over the name Evermore, the name of her latest album. But now Taylor Swift's team claims Evermore has been using Swift songs without the proper licenses from BMI, the performing rights organization which collects revenue for the works. Swift's legal team says the park officials ignored the messages from BMI and continued to use the works without proper licenses in performances. The park's musician, characters, actors, stages for visitors. The park is also reportedly playing without licenses the works of Katy Perry, ABBA, The Beatles, Billy Joel, Britney Spears, Free Britney, Green Day, Journey, Nirvana, Semisonic, Tom Petty, Queen, Weezer, and Whitney Houston. Bobby is pissed.
You know it.
Pissed. Bobby wants that money. Yeah, show me that money.
Where that at?
Where that
Where
money?
that at?
Hey, run tail that.
Yeah, let me get them dollars.
Let me get that boom. Never mind.
Anyway, free Britney. I'm telling you, poor girl.
Anyways, I first of all, this place seems like a place I would never go to in a million years, so I don't really care. But two, you can't play the music without the licenses, folks.
Yeah,
you got to pay these artists. You got to pay these artists.
Yeah, they got to get paid, man.
They got to get paid, even though they make more money than they probably should for from what they contribute to the world. It's still the free market. That's how it works.
That's their
you pay
business.
Pay them. Show them the money. Yeah, where that money at? Where the money at?
And this subject is so serious. I mean, you'll see people on Facebook posting a video of themselves with some music in the
I
background.
do not own the rights to the music.
I'm like, is that serious? I guess it is.
No, well, that's good because
is.
we listened to that song and we said, you know what? That's probably Joe from Albuquerque. He wrote that song. Like, of course not.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's not just the artist. It's the songwriters.
Well, the songwriters are, yeah.
I mean, everybody's getting paid, and
Yeah.
they need to get. I mean, they deserve to get paid.
Yeah. Yeah. Songwriting.
So I'm down
is-
for it. I mean, just pay the fees, and then play the songs.
Yeah, or just don't play the songs.
Yeah,
You
either
can't,
way,
you can't
'cause-
have it both
yeah.
ways. We do need to talk about the Free Britney thing. I watched that documentary the other night. My wife and I did while we were playing Little Phase 10. That's what we do at nighttime. When we're feeling dangerous.
Living on the edge.
Living on the edge.
Well, I didn't know it was still going on until I just
What,
popped
Phase
up on-
10 or
the whole Britney deal. I mean, it popped up on the news the other day, and I'm like, man, that is. You know, you think she had done got it all worked out and everything's fine, but I guess Daddy's still in control, or what, Zach?
No.
Yes. So
No.
yes.
No?
Yes.
What's
yes.
that- what's the deal?
They allowed them to add a co-conservator. So a private wealth manager is now a co-conservator with Jamie Lynn. No, that's her mom. Her dad, whoever her dad is.
If I was her, I would.
Oh, I'd be pissed. Let's go to a break. When we come back, we'll talk through that. We'll talk through that story because it is odd. It is definitely odd. Hayden, what's the situation over there, buddy?
We're just gonna have to go to break, and we're not gonna have any music out.
Okay, go to break.
My insurance, and I had my machine the next day. I'm as free as a bird or birdie.
AeroCare specializes in all respiratory equipment. If you have sleep apnea or are in need of oxygen, let AeroCare set you up. Call 256-469-3900. Let us help you breathe a little easier.
Where is your haircut gone? We know you don't get out as much. You don't drive by your regular sport clips and pop in for that MVP haircut experience that is so much more than a haircut. But isn't it worth getting out for? For that legendary hot steam towel for your face, massaging shampoo that makes you melt into your seat. Oh man, you remember that, right? We found your haircut. It's right where you left it. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
Difficulties that we're having this morning. We have no idea what's going on. Mainly Hayden has no idea what's going on, but it's okay.
We can blame it on the rain.
Blame it on the rain. I just made that song up. Did it sound good? You know,
Got you covered screen printing and embroidery in Athens. Our team is here to help you with custom printed t-shirts that you want. And we know that means quality. At Got You Covered Screen Printing and Embroidery, we focus on the highest quality and the fastest turnaround time possible. Got You Covered Screen Printing and Embroidery on West Sandifer Road in Athens. Call to make an appointment with our graphic designer. She's awesome. 256-444-4500. That's 444-4500. And online at GotYouCoveredAthens.com.
Peace and serenity that you get while fishing. Invest in the rod you deserve. Old 18 is a veteran-owned company operated by a U.S. Navy SEAL and Top Gun fighter pilot, breaking the mold of the fishing industry. At Old 18, we offer high-quality products with a 25-year master rod builder behind every rod. We offer a no-nonsense, hassle-free warranty we stand in front of so you don't get left behind. Shop old18.com and type in the code BEARD for a 20% discount.
Where Alabama talks. WVNN. Depend on it.
You let that music play for a minute, Hayden. If you're going to have the bed music on your side, you better turn it up, son. Okay. All right. Well, crank that stuff. There we go. Welcome back to Boomer and the Beard. I'm Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. Have I told you that Chick-fil-A of Decatur is hiring. We broadcast every day from the Chick-fil-A Decatur studios, and they are hiring for their Decatur locations, both on the Beltline and on Highway 31 South. Please go talk to Mackenzie. Tell her the Beard sent you and you want a job, and then you can get you can hit them with a nobody.
My pleasure.
There it is. Thank you. We got Slickhead over there. Just worried about Marshall Mathers. We got old Slim Shady over there.
All the women in Marshall's life are all the time hounding him for some Chick-fil-A. I promise you that.
How many women do you have?
3.
They're sweet talking.
They do.
A little Chick-fil-A.
Every time my daughter comes home from school, Chick-fil-A.
Every time? So that's every day because she goes to school every day?
No, she's in Troy. And my other daughter.
Oh. Got it.
Chick-fil-A. And my wife, Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm. I heard it.
Chick-fil-A every day.
Jonah knows. He was over at my house the other day. He brought the Lincoln by.
After I got that tent?
Yeah, after he got that 2.5-hour tent job. And
sounds like a long tent job.
Have you seen the car?
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
I saw a picture of it.
And
it's in the parking lot.
Yeah, the best guy.
Oh, yeah, I did. I saw it when I pulled up. My bad.
The best guy around it, and I had to go to the best.
He is the best.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My dude down here is pretty good, too.
It took a minute, though.
Anyway, she pulled up with an armload of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I do, too. It's especially Decatur. They have a great store. They have a great store.
And they got that drive-through going on. I mean, they have evolved the drive-through with tents and...
I have quit the drive-through.
Yeah.
Yeah. John, I opened my eyes to the curbside pickup.
Oh, yeah.
Put the little app on your phone.
Yep. My
and
wife
then you
does
just
that.
do.
Yep, my wife
and
does
then
that.
you just pull up there and punch the space number you're in. And about 3 seconds later, somebody's like, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Here's your food.
Yeah, the curbside is evolved, but that drive-through, I mean, they almost got carport all the way around the whole thing. All of them.
Yeah, they really do.
I mean,
they really
awesome.
do.
It is awesome. It's
really
like anything that is going to be done in fast food, Chick-fil-A is going to do it better.
Well, I got a question.
Chick-fil-A does everything better. It's like Publix. They're like the Publix of the fast food world.
Yep, absolutely.
I think you're onto something there.
Here's what it is. I'll tell you exactly what it is because I worked at Chick-fil-A, and I know a guy that works at Publix in management. They pay better.
Take your groceries out for you.
Whoa. I'm sorry. That developing story there caught me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That is a very rough video. We're watching a man get murdered on CNN.
Yeah, I think that happened like...
all for that dog right there. That's an ugly dog, too.
No, stole a couple of them.
Yeah, 2 of Lady Gaga's dogs.
The little Frenchies. Little French bulldogs.
Ugly dogs. Ugly dogs. Man, they're ugly as sin. They have a tendency to be cross-eyed. It's just a true story. I know that from experience. But anyways, sorry. The reason that the Chick-fil-A and Publix is so much better, you go to Publix, you know you're going to spend a few more dollars, but it's worth it.
Right.
But it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have to walk you to the car. They're going to. Well, one time they didn't have a price on a watermelon. There was no price. She goes, "Oh, if there's no price, it's free." Click. It's like, I'm sorry. She was like, "Yeah, it's free." It's like, huh? I'll take it.
So now you've been in there like
peeling signs off. Yeah. But no, it's here's
I went
why.
to Publix. I got $400 worth of groceries for $120. Ask me how.
Hashtag coupons. No, it is one of those things that they pay you better, right? Like they have a very well paid staff,
right?
So their staff has a pride factor. This is both Chick-fil-A and Publix, and they expect a lot out of you. I mean, they pay you more, so they expect more. Pretty straightforward. It's capitalism at its best. I mean, it really is. It is a competitive job market, and you can make $10 or $11 an hour at Walmart, and you can make $15 an hour. And I don't know what they're paying at Chick-fil-A, but just in theory, you can make 11 or 12 at McDonald's, and then you make 15 at Chick-fil-A, say, you're going to have a much better talent pool at Chick-fil-A, period. You just are. That's the simple economics of it. And that's what Publix and Chick-fil-A does. They pay a little bit better. They expect a whole lot more, and they can do that. And so at least that was my experience. And I can't speak for any of our advertising partners or anybody else on how they pay or what they do, but my experience is that's how they do it.
Yeah, well, you get what you paid for all the time. Whether or
That's
not
not necessarily true.
Well,
but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, if it's a little bit more expensive, you should get a better service, and if you want better employees, you pay a little bit more.
You should get what you pay for. Is a better way to say that.
You should get what you pay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should,
because you don't always get what you pay for.
I tell you, one time I went with my wife to Publix, and they bagged them up. And he was like, "You want me to take that out for you?" I said, "No, I got it." He goes, "Oh no, I'll get it." I said, "No, I got it." He goes, "No, I'd love to get it." I said, "Okay, man, you got it." Almost had to argue with me, just take them out. I'm cool with that. It's kind of like, hey, somebody won't give me some money. No, that's okay. And then you refuse them twice. I'm just going to take it.
Yeah,
I'm just going to take it because some people won't give you a tip, even at our little shop.
Do what? They tip you for Linex?
Oh yeah, we got people want to tip all the time. I'm like, no, don't worry about it. But if somebody's trying to give you something and if you refuse once or maybe twice, but they're still trying to give it, just don't be rude. I think it's rude to deny somebody the generosity that they're trying to give you. So just accept that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Speaking of generosity, what about Britney Spears? I mean, we've been talking about this a little bit. There are some other people being real generous with her money. I know that. This conservatorship thing is weird. Connor, do you know much about this whole conservatorship thing?
I knew the second I started my banana, you talked to me.
Oh, he's got the potassium tube down the hatch. He is getting his potassium in. His bones are going to be strong.
Well, while he's chewing that, I had a question before break. How long ago was it that she shaved her head and had that whole little debacle?
Oh, it was like mid 2000s, wasn't it?
07.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
So we're over.
Wow. Did you?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Watch this kid right here.
Wow. We have the most ADD radio show on the face of the planet, by the way. I'm sorry for that. Connor, how did you pull that out that quickly?
It's just something I know. I don't know.
Are you a Free Britney fan?
Free, I don't know what that is.
Free Britney, baby.
Which means, is she in jail?
No, yes, actually. Yes.
Financial jail.
Financial jail. She's in financial jail and has been since she shaved her freaking head. They started acting like she was crazy. If you've not watched Framing Britney on HBO, you should. Where did I watch
That's
it?
been almost 15 years ago. I can't believe it.
It took you that long to do the math?
Well, no, I already had it. I was just saying.
Holy crap.
I'm quick on the math.
It took him that long to do the math.
I was just letting Connor talk.
Oh, okay. You're just being considerate.
My pleasure.
It's his turn.
Judge rules against Britney Spears' father in conservatorship dispute. It's been 13 years since Britney Spears, now 39, was placed under a legal conservatorship that removed her control over her own finances, her career, and her well-being. In a hearing Thursday in L.A. Superior Court, Judge Brenda Penny continued that arrangement, but overruled her father's objection to a third-party Bessemer Trust having been established as co-conservator. So her father is still in charge, but Britney was able to add Bessemer Trust, who is her financial advisor, to the trust.
It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it is crazy. I watched that Framing Britney thing the other night again while we played a little Phase 10.
So how old is Britney now?
39.
Good Lord.
Did we just say that earlier?
Yeah.
Let me read the very first sentence I just read. It has been 13 years since singer Britney Spears, now 39, was placed under
I was watching TV. I ain't gonna lie.
I can tell. You got Prince Harry and James Corden on the bottom.
Yeah, he's over here like, the British press was just killing me. I had to get out.
Oh man, he's
whining about being famous.
Dude, he's going to get murdered by the Crown. The Crown's going to have him whacked. Him and little Harry Connick Jr.
They're divorced from the Crown.
I know.
They're gone.
I know, and that's why they're going to get whacked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like trying to divorce Hillary Clinton.
He's going to be a refugee in Canada.
I got a really good Hillary joke.
Lay it on. Is it appropriate? No.
I
got a really good joke. I can't tell anybody. Isn't that funny? Thanks, Marshall.
You're welcome.
Glad you could add to the show this morning. No, we've had a good show. We've had a good first hour. It's crazy how fast it flies by, isn't it?
TGIF.
Hey, I got a question.
Can you share it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I just gotta see where it lands here.
Well, Jonah said something about we were talking about Chick-fil-A. My pleasure. And he said they got a carport all the way around the building. At your house, Carport?
No carport.
Or garage?
I have a garage and I can't fit in it.
Well, yes, because you drive a ridiculous-sized truck.
Ridiculous?
Yeah. Do you prefer a carport or garage on your house?
I prefer a garage I can actually get into.
Okay. You need a shop.
I have a shop. It's just in the backyard.
You can't get in it
either? I can, but I can't go back there and park. I mean, it's full of crap. Tools and it's a carpentry shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Jonah, what about you?
Does anybody prefer a carport?
I mean, I have a carport, and it doubles as a porch, and if I drive something big up in it and I swing the doors open, it goes out past the poles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
it's dual functional.
But I mean, I like to have both. You know, I got a garage out back and a carport, so I like both. You know, I think they're both good.
Why do you like a carport better than a garage?
Because it's multifunctional.
Yeah, it's multifunction.
Yeah, because say I can call you guys up and come over and we can
hang out in the carport.
Yep. Drink a few
Diet Cokes.
Diet Cokes or whatever. You know.
Oh, what's that music I hear?
Hayden got it fixed, baby. Come on. You're listening to Boomer and the Beard. It only took us 1 hour to figure out what we were doing, so not a record, but certainly not too bad. We'll be right back.
And even our old farm co-host.
Boomer and the Beard. Boomer and the Beard.
WVNN Athens. WVNN FM Trinity. A Cumulus station. It's 6 o'clock. News starts now.
From ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. The House will vote today on a $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief bill. It includes a gradual increase to a $15 an hour federal minimum wage. But the chances of that going forward in the Senate dimmed Thursday when the Senate parliamentarian ruled that could not be included by reconciliation. Before that announcement, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi pledged the minimum wage would be addressed one way or another.
We will pass a minimum wage bill. We must pass a minimum wage bill.
2 U.S. aircraft carried out an airstrike in eastern Syria Thursday. The targets, Iranian-backed militias. The Pentagon said they were responsible for a rocket attack in Iraq that killed a coalition contractor. ABC's chief global affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz says
it is a very tense time with Iran anyway. Iran wants to get back, as does the United States, to some sort of nuclear agreement. This is clearly outside of that nuclear agreement and has nothing specifically to do with that nuclear agreement, but it does add to the tension in the region.
A U.S. official said there were possibly a handful of casualties. Today, the president and first lady traveled to Texas to look at recovery efforts from the extreme cold last week. State lawmakers spent 15 hours in a hearing on power problems Thursday.
At least 36 people died as a result of the big freeze, many because their electricity was down.
This is like a plane crash.
Texas State Senator Eddie Lucio Jr.
It wasn't one thing that went wrong that led to this plane crash. It was lots of things that went wrong that are all interconnected.
Some lawmakers of both parties are suggesting that Texas buck its traditional independence and join the rest of the country's power grid for the first time in nearly 100 years.
That's ABC's Jim Ryan in Dallas. A third coronavirus vaccine could be available as soon as today, as the FDA will meet to consider Johnson & Johnson's request for an emergency use authorization. You're listening to ABC News.
What's the most important factor for determining a coin's value? Rarity. And now, the COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in the creation of a modern rarity.
When the West Point Mint was shut down due to health concerns, 240,000 emergency production 2020 American Eagle silver dollars were minted in Philadelphia for 13 days only.
And that makes these coins with the P-Mint attribution the second rarest coin in the entire American Eagle bullion coin series.
Less than 1,500 of these extraordinary silver dollar coins remain. Hurry, call government.com at 1-800-969-0689.
To learn more about these emergency production American Eagle silver dollar coins, call 1-800-969-0689.
Call now and you'll receive a free American Coin Collector's Bonus Package, a $10 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-969-0689 now to secure your Philadelphia Mint American Eagle silver dollar coins before they sell out. That's 1-800-969-0689.
and the Beard.
Why are you staring at me?
I know what you did.
What?
You know what you did.
What are you talking about?
The cookie dough. You've been all up in the cookie dough. My cookie dough.
Okay, see, look, what had happened was...
Get your own dough, yo.
Get your own dough with Cookie Dough Magic, now open in Huntsville. We all have memories of stealing that cookie dough from the mixer before our grandmother could bake it. Now you can get it in a cone, cup, milkshake, and more, all safe to eat with no baking required. We have 12 delicious flavors. It's the best of both worlds. Delicious cookie dough, and it's safe to eat. Some of our signature flavors include magic chocolate chip, birthday cake batter, cheesecake dough, salty sweet, peanut butter, and more. It's so good. Get yours today at Cookie Dough Magic. Now open on Jefferson Street North in downtown Huntsville. And check us out online at mycookiedoughmagic.com. Life is short. Mix it up with Cookie Dough Magic.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, and like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. Pillows would go flat, I would flip-flop all night long, I would wake up with a sore neck, maybe a headache, or feel like I needed a nap even though I slept 8 hours. When I invented MyPillow, I wanted it to where you could move the patented fill to give you the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of sleep position. MyPillow will get you into that deep sleep faster, and you will stay there longer. It's not about how much time we spend in bed. It's about how much of that quality sleep we get. I do all of my own manufacturing right here in the United States. I have a 10-year warranty. You can wash and dry MyPillow, and I give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. And here's my best offer ever.
Buy your premium queen-sized MyPillow for $29.99. That's right, $29.99 for a premium queen-size MyPillow, only $5 more for the king size. Go to mypillow.com/radio specials. Use promo code BEARD at checkout.
It's your news now. WVNN. Depend on it. You're listening to Boomer and the Beard, the pulse of Americana, with your beautiful bearded host, Zach Walker, Alabama's best no-holds-barred, constitutionally conservative, Christ-centered talk radio. If that don't fire you up, then your wood's wet. Now, it's time for your bearded host, Zach Walker.
I couldn't have timed that better if I wanted to. Welcome back to Boomer and the Beard. Let that bass line riff. Let that bass riff play, dog. Is that one of the greatest songs of all time, or what? I mean, it's got to be in the top 10.
Easy.
Top 10, no doubt. Now, when you talk about best songs, can you talk about different genres, or does it have to have a list for each genre? I think you have an all-time list of, like, most iconic songs. I don't think you could say best, though, because you would have to say best. That would be like best funk song, or like, he's definitely in a category. But I think if you say most iconic songs of all time, it's in the top 10.
I don't think Stevie Wonder blind, by the way.
You don't think he's blind?
I've seen too many videos of him. Dude,
you don't think Stevie Wonder's blind?
You can go search videos of other celebrities saying that they saw him driving. There's videos of like somebody walk by and the mic almost knock over. Stevie reach out, try to help grab it. He ain't blind. He's trying to just be a fake Ray Charles. That's all I'm saying. Y'all go home and look it up on YouTube. Connor, Stevie Wonder ain't blind.
I didn't know
YouTube
Sandy
videos.
was back.
Are you also a Helen Keller truther?
No.
Oh my God, my daughter hit me with that a couple weeks ago.
Wait, is this a thing?
This is a real thing. Yeah.
She was like, "Dad, Helen Keller was not blind and deaf and mute."
Huh?
Yeah.
We got a hospital named after her that said she is.
I mean, I'm down with it, but
y'all just look up Stevie. I'm telling you, you'll see him trying to react to things falling and everything.
Are you making this
you
up?
got other celebrities talking about they seen him driving. They knowing he ain't blind. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I saw Joe Biden wet his diaper, but that didn't mean anything
to you.
or the 63,000 deceased votes he got, and they didn't care. So really, this is a thing.
So what about the Helen Keller? Like, how did that
wonder?
Man, I don't know. You have to call.
I'm Googling it.
See, Marshall, what about the Helen Keller? Just no. It was all play.
Yeah, apparently.
Stevie Wonder isn't blind. The Truther's case. Okay, so there's a video here of him knocking over the mic stand, and then he catches it.
He tried to go get it. And then you'll see other celebrities talking about he was driving and everything.
This is Gawker Media, where occasionally honest-to-God reporting happens, and so we got to work. We dug. This is a bit of what we found. Stevie Wonder, Nee Steveland Hardaway Morris, was born, first of all, his real name is Nee, N-E-E.
No, that's just a word that it's used to indicate that that's their original name.
Oh.
Wow. You just got schooled.
So Steveland Hardaway Morris is his name.
Yeah.
Okay. Nee. What?
I don't get that.
What?
No.
Like if a woman got married, you'd say Ashley Walker, Nee or Nay, and then her maiden name.
Is it Nee or Nay?
I'm not sure.
Is it Cutter or Qatar?
Qatar. Thank you. Steveland Hardaway Morris, born on May 13th, 1950 in Saginaw, Michigan, was rendered blind shortly after his birth. He was born 6 weeks premature.
Like, what if he got money and started having surgeries and little treatments and this and that, and it slowly started coming back, and he just stayed with it?
That would be the only thing that makes sense.
And then next thing you know, the mic's about to fall, and he reaches out, tries to grab it. He's like, "Oh, I don't need to do that." Or, "Yeah, I want to drive." Well, we can't tell nobody.
So Boy George says he may not be completely blind because he came over and playfully strangled me at a party once. How would he know where I was if he's completely blind?
That's what I'm trying to say.
How do you playfully strangle somebody?
Well, if you're Boy George.
Wow. Okay. So this okay. So this here mic stand catch is a little odd. Okay, you got to give it that. Have you seen the mic stand catch, Connor?
I have not.
Here, let me see if I can just drop this over to you. The mic stand catch is a little bit odd. We need to play this. We need to get this out on the live stream without sound, please, if we can, if it'll send. And it's not sending. It's on Deadspin. It's the Truther's case for Stevie Wonder isn't blind. So this is now my computer's frozen. Fantastic.
And then I think it was either Chris Rock or the what's that short comedian guy name?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. One of them was on like Stephen Colbert or something like that, talking about they saw him driving, or I mean, it's a lot of people that knows about it. They're just not talked about.
But that doesn't make it true. A lot of people think Trump's still the president too.
Well, hey, but if you see somebody driving, they ain't blind. If they reaching out to grab something, if they're walking right up to you.
Well, maybe watch here. Watch.
Yeah,
knocks it over, grabs it, pulls it back up.
Yeah, he started to go for it.
Huh.
He started to go for it, and then he caught himself.
Huh.
I think
866-494-9866. 866-494-WVNN. Is Stevie Wonder actually blind? What about Helen Keller? This thing, Connor, you seem to know quite a bit about the Helen Keller truther case here.
All I know is that it was a thing on, I think, TikTok and some other social media platforms where people are just in disbelief that somebody blind and deaf could have all those accomplishments.
Well, that's just hatred. I mean, that's almost racist.
There might be more to it, but that's my understanding of it.
Probably is racist, actually.
Uh-huh.
Well, why? Because she's white?
Uh-huh.
You don't think a white person could accomplish all that?
Uh-huh.
I bet if she's black, they wouldn't say a word.
Uh-uh.
They wouldn't be questioned. They wouldn't be trying to revisionist history that.
No, she blind. Can't even get ID. Can't get the vaccine.
Oh, well, that wasn't the segment we had planned, but by God, you never know when you play it. When you kick off a segment with superstition, you just never know where it might lead. You never know where it might lead. Stevie Wonder is blind, isn't blind. I'm curious now. Now I want to know. Now I'm set on a course of
figuring it out.
Yeah,
just
unearthing the truth about Stevie Wonder's blindness.
Catch a YouTube. It'll be like multiple people saying it in interviews and stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah, because everything on YouTube is pretty straightforward.
Well, I mean,
it's all true.
It's just showing interviews with other celebrities that know him. Anyway, yeah, we squirrel around here. What was we talking about?
I don't even remember at this point. We were talking about Free Britney, and we were talking about celebrity news, and then we were talking about iconic songs. What are some other iconic songs? The most iconic songs of all times?
Don't Stop Believing comes to mind.
Yeah, that's a good one. Freebird, maybe. Yeah, maybe top 10. Well, it depends. I think there's geographic. I think there's a geographic line. Like, I think there's certain parts of the country that may disagree with that.
I think I heard one time Sweet Home Alabama is like the most known song in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole wide world, the number one most known song ever is Sweet Home Alabama.
How can you not like Freebird? I
love
on,
Freebird.
I turned it on when I left the house.
I love Freebird.
It was still playing when I got here.
I know it. I know it.
I mean,
I love Freebird.
I had to get out of the truck before it ended.
I absolutely love Freebird. I'm just saying that that one may be demographic specific. Here is a list right here. Rolling Stones top 500 songs of all times. We'll hit the top 10 quickly as we go to a break. Like a Rolling Stone, Bob Dylan, number 1. If I can't get no satisfaction, Rolling Stones, number 2. Imagine, John Lennon, number 3. What's Going On, Marvin Gaye, number 4. I don't like this list at all. I don't like this.
Who published that list?
Rolling Stone.
And they chose Like a Rolling Stone for the top song?
Yeah. Good call.
Little bias.
Good call. Bias reporting there. Boomer and the Beard will be right back.
Boomer and the Beard. Boomer and the Beard.
Boomer and the Beard.
Are you tired? You suffer from chronic fatigue, neuropathy, or joint pain? Call Madison Integrative Medicine. Our amazing staff will provide an individualized patient experience focused on your overall health to treat the cause, not just the problem, utilizing both traditional and natural medicine. Don't let the symptoms become overwhelming. Treat them preventatively with Madison Integrative Medicine on Slaughter Road in Madison. Call 256-325-0955. That's 325-0955.
Karen's a quilter.
Karen's Quality Quilts. Quality custom quilts quickly.
How's the quilting business, Karen?
Kinda quiet. My quest to quadruple my quilting sales has created a quagmire.
Can I be candid, Karen?
Okay.
You need a website that can encompass the quality of your quilts.
I know quilts, but I know no computers. They're confusing.
But there are people who know coding like you know quilting.
Who's that?
I'm glad you asked. Web Underdog creates websites that don't just catch the eye, they catch customers. And they're as user-friendly for you as they are for your clients. We build high-quality, clean, well-coded, custom designs for organizations of all sizes that are affordable, professional, and specially made for your brand and visitors. Outside of responsive web design, Web Underdog also offers search engine optimization, website management, and so much more. Give your business the professional touch and contact Web Underdog for a free web design quote. Call 256-998-0667. That's 998-0667 and online at webunderdog.com. Web Underdog, your local web design and SEO agency.
The talk station in Alabama, WVNN. Depend on it.
This is Aiden. You're listening to the Boomer and the Beard. And my dad's weird.
Cool in the game. Come on. Back when we still had real instruments and music.
This ladies' night and the feeling's right. Oh, yes, this ladies' night. Oh, what
a night. Welcome back to Boomer and the Beard. I'm Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. I used to sing bass in a quartet. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. But could have if I wanted to.
Clearly.
Hey, easy. You know, I've never really. Never mind. Let's not do that. Purcell Lumber and Custom Millwork, the proud sponsors of Boomer and the Beard. Purcell Lumber and Millwork is the only place where we trust our home improvement and home building. You should call. You talking about building a shop? Give them a call on your lumber prices.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they're stocked up, baby. 256-232-6320. They're on North Clinton Street in Athens. They will deliver to your house. They'll bring you what you need. Benjamin Moore paints, Minwax, surface finishes, DeWalt tools. They've got it all. Give them a call. Ooh. See what I did there? Purcell Lumber and Millshop.com here on North Clinton Street in Athens. They are awesome. They're awesome, and they will take great care of you. Just tell them the beard sent you. Make sure to tell them the beard sent you. We have a very odd. We have a very odd. Good Lord.
Okay.
We have a very odd story coming to you this morning from Britain. A British man named Kevin McGlinchey. What a British name, by the way.
McGlinchey.
McGlinchey's place over there. Let's go to McGlinchey's place. I don't know what accent that was, but it definitely wasn't. Hey, can anyone do an English accent here? I'm going to get secondhand embarrassment if somebody tries. Don't do it. Kevin McGlinchey died at the age of 66. His children carried out his final wish. He wanted to be cremated, have his ashes mixed into a beer, and then poured down the drain. This gives new meaning to pouring one out for my homies.
That's right.
They probably had to put it down the drain because it's some type of government regulation says you can't pour me outside.
His grown children, Cassidy and her brother Owen, fulfilled their dad's final wishes by pouring his remains down a drain outside his favorite pub, Hollybush, in Coventry, England. Cassidy said her father told them, "When I die, put me down the drain. I will be I will be able to travel to all my local pubs through the drains underground." And I bet he died of kidney disease. I had to guess.
They could have propped
liver
him up.
disease, rather.
They could have propped him up next to a jukebox, but instead they went ahead and poured him down the drain.
Every time you walk over a drain, you'll think of me. Not, wow, it's raining.
That's great.
Typically don't.
That guy was this bright one.
In a video posted online, people cheer as Owen scoops the ashes and mixes them into a couple pints of lager. Must have been a big fella. Needed a couple pints. Must have been a larger guy. Couple pints of lager, and then pours them into the drain. I'm just offended for the beer. Like, what a waste of.
That's alcohol abuse.
It is.
You think it was like the drain inside or like outside in the street? Like
in the street, man.
Yeah,
Man, he went from being sloshed to making a sloshing sound. As he washed around the drains of England. Let's talk about this for a moment, because
my pleasure.
When you die, I mean, the concept of cremation makes a lot of sense to me. It does. I don't want my wife to spend a whole bunch of money on a casket. I mean, all this stuff. To that point, I've stepped into eternity, and so it doesn't matter to me. My body has been made new. My knee doesn't hurt anymore. Like, I am made perfect. In that moment, and so I'll be on my face in front of a holy God, just excited to be there, right? So, hopefully I'll hear, "Well done, thy good and faithful servant," and I'll move on past the gates, and off I'll go into eternity. And so I'm not going to really give a rip where they put me. So from that perspective, it makes a lot of sense. Cremation makes a lot of sense.
It makes 100%,
especially
sense.
This far into human. Existence, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was thousands of years ago, less people, less cemeteries, less burial spots, but we're just too overcrowded now. I mean, you got some places they'll stack the bodies, and then once they're deteriorated for so long, they gather the bones up and then put a new family member. It's just family member after family member. So It definitely saves space.
That's called a composting pile.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is. It's I don't know.
That's what you do with
they call it.
leaves.
Yeah, but it's they'll leave
when
the
you
family
leave
member.
here.
it's they get like 3 years to decompose, and then the family comes and gathers.
Oh, a
the bones.
composting pile with a time limit. That's terrifying.
Yep.
There's a lot of things out there for us when we die. Have you heard about from the ashes to diamonds?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of companies out there that will take your ashes and turn them into an actual diamond.
I like that idea. I mean, I bet it ain't.
Really? You want somebody to wear you around?
Well, my wife would off the top.
Oh yeah,
she'd
she
spend
would.
that money.
Yeah,
she'd spend
she
it,
would.
put it right there, and she'd. Well, yeah, yep, off the top. I like the idea. You can.
What if she got it made as a ring and then gave it to? Because I want my wife to remarry. If I go early, I want my wife to remarry. I want her to be happy. Like, I want her to be happy. I want her to enjoy her life. And if that's what, if I die early and that's what my wife wants to do, I would absolutely want her to feel like that's what I would want for her. I would want her happiness more than anything, right? So, like, what if like you had that, she had me like made into the diamond and then like wore me around and then like got married again? Would that not be weird?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you walk in and
not if the dude doesn't know.
I already have a diamond, honey. Yeah,
Look, save the money on a ring. I don't even need one.
Zach said it's okay.
I'll just.
I got the diamond. You bring the ring.
Yeah, I think I would have an issue with that. I think I would probably struggle with walking in there to give old honey some sugar and seeing her ex-husband or her, may he rest in peace.
R.I.P.
You know, hanging around her neck.
I wonder how they do that.
That's where I'd want to be, though. I'd want to hang right there around her neck.
A lot of pressure or something.
Yeah, there's carbon. So there's enough carbon in the ashes for the diamond process to happen. In fact, there's 1 to 4% of carbon in cremated remains, which yields 2.5 to 8.5 milligrams of carbon. They only need 1 gram of carbon to grow a diamond. So there is more than enough in cremated remains for the memorial diamond process. I'm curious. 866-494-9866. Has anyone actually been through this process? I would love to hear from somebody who has a diamond made of a human. I would just like to know what they look like, is it weird? I mean, I'll tell you what, it sounds freaking weird.
Only in death you can know your worth.
Gives new meaning to I'm worth more dead than alive, doesn't it?
That's right. Now, I have heard of, and researched and thought about, you can get these, it's like a little sapling or a little tree or seed or whatever like that. You choose the tree you want, and then you can use your ashes as fertilizer for it and plant it all, and then you grow that tree with nutrients from your ashes. And I think that's more of a nobler thought.
That's more of a sustainable way.
Yeah, well.
Plant a tree for me when I die.
Depends on what kind of tree it is.
For tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be like I'd want to be like an apple tree or something. I'd want to produce some fruit.
From your loins.
It did say, never mind. What other things, Connor, I want you to do some research on other things that you can do with human remains, like other ways to, you've obviously got the regular, you just bury them, put them in a nice expensive casket and throw them under the ground. We've obviously found the diamond removal. You could be poured into a pint of beer and flushed down a toilet. So what are other ways that people memorialize? Now, this diamond thing, they'll actually do your pet too.
Well, my wife's already told me what she's doing. I mean, we already
What's
got
that?
She's already, she told me, cremate me, put me in an urn. She's going to carry me around everywhere with her. And then whenever she dies, she's just going to get buried and then put me in there with her. But, she's a little.
My pleasure.
Yeah. I love my wife.
It's a good one.
She really loves me.
I'm going to put you in your grave. When you do, I'm going to grow into a pecan tree.
And make pie?
No, something like that. Get on them nuts.
I couldn't bring myself to say that.
Yeah, that's good. Let me say it. Thank you. Let me run myself headlong into a tree. Appreciate that.
Hey, man, I just put it in your court.
Yeah,
It's
I took it and I slam dunked it. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, I sure did. I'm sure that, yeah.
Unlike that guy a few minutes ago on the TV over there, he got a fast break in the basketball game, and he was totally alone.
And
both teams at the other end, he did a layup.
Oh, you got to slam a jam of that.
You got to break the rim off the backboard.
Yeah,
Like there's
you
nobody.
Pull a Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
In other news, Mr. Potato Head is no longer a Mister. Have you seen this story?
I have.
We have a gender. Connor, did you find any other fun things to do with your remains?
Not really, unless you want to shoot them into space.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool.
I bet that's a bit pricey, but certainly probably fun. How would you go visit them, though?
Just go outside.
Yeah, just look
see a
up,
star.
look at the stars.
Yeah.
It gives a new meaning to, they're watching over me.
Yeah.
They're floating in orbit. Mr. Potato Head. Connor, if you pull up, I wonder if there's a story on this.
But is there not a Mrs. Potato Head, too? Well, now we need a third.
No,
or are we just getting rid of both of those?
I think they're going to be like potato people or something.
Goodness. Potato X.
Latinx. Mr. Potato Head is no longer going to have a gender.
I hate everything.
Hasbro created confusion Thursday when it announced that it would drop the Mr. from the brand in order to be more inclusive, and so all could feel, quote, welcome in the Potato Head family. It also said it would sell a new playset this fall without the Mr. and Mrs. designations that will let kids create their own type of potato families, including 2 moms or 2 dads. In a later tweet that afternoon, Hasbro clarified that while the brand is changing, the actual Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head characters will still live on and be sold in stores. In a picture posted to Twitter, the Mr. and Mrs. names are less prominently displayed at the bottom of the box instead of the top. So wait a minute. Huh? So let me read this. The Potato Head brand name and logo are dropping the Mr., but Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head will also still be sold in stores.
Liberals,
I don't get it.
Liberals ruin everything and make everything confusing.
Like, they're still going to have Mr. Potato Head, but they're going to change. So you can – hold on a minute. So the brand is changing its name to Potato Head alone, but you'll still be able to walk into a store and buy a Mr. and a Mrs. Potato Head. What are they doing? They're doing nothing. They are placating the crazy left. Is this an – listen.
They're creating –
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no. If you're someone that struggles with your gender identity, when you read this story and you say, you know what, Mr. Potato Head is changing his name, the brand, but you're still going to be able to buy a Mr. Potato Head at the store. Oh, well, that makes me feel better. Like, it didn't change anything. You can still buy Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Like, this doesn't do a thing for anybody. This is exactly. It's a way to keep people happy so they keep selling their gender-specific potatoes.
And to get back in the news.
Yeah. They're creating all this
publicity. All
stuff.
Publicity is good publicity. Boomer and the Beard will be right back.
Boomer and the Beard. This is News Talk 670 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. News starts now.
Why are you
A
staring
U.S.
at me?
defense official says there could be a handful of casualties following a U.S. airstrike in eastern Syria. The target, Iranian-backed militias in retaliation for a rocket attack in Iraq that killed a coalition contractor last week. More from ABC's Martha Raddatz.
This retaliatory strike has gotten bipartisan support, with the House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer calling it a strong act that will send a message to Tehran, and Republican Senator Lindsey Graham saying he appreciates the Biden administration striking back at these Iranian-backed militias.
Democrats hope to include a $15 an hour federal minimum wage as part of their coronavirus relief bill, but the Senate parliamentarian ruled Thursday that cannot be passed via reconciliation. That's how Democrats in the Senate plan to move the bill forward. Today, President Biden travels to Texas after last week's extreme cold and power outages, and there could be a third coronavirus vaccine authorized for use in the U.S. Today, the FDA will consider Johnson & Johnson's. Brian Clark, ABC News.
You go as hard as you can. And then a little harder.
And then it was like I stepped funny, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I could barely walk on it.
Okay, let's take a look.
At Lang Chiropractic, we'll help your sports performance and your overall health by improving your range of motion, flexibility, relieving inflammation, and so much more. Focusing to improve your health and wellness in all areas of your life. Whether you're having trouble with back pain, neck pain, or just want to start feeling better when you wake up in the morning, Dr. David Lang is focused on a whole person approach, finding those underlying causes and creating a personalized plan for your individual needs. Schedule your visit by calling 256-444-1600. That's 444-1600 at Lang Chiropractic on Highway 72 East in Athens in the Publix Shopping Center. Visit us online at langchiropracticcenter.com. Lang Chiropractic, we've got your back. Come see us today.
This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN.
Hey, Michael Jackson was still black at this point.
That's no lie.
Welcome back to Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. So glad that you join us here each and every morning. Boomerandbeard.com. That's right, boomerandbeard.com. Spell out the word and go and subscribe to our podcast. Check us out. Interact with us on the Faceagram, the Instabook, the Tweetergram, all the above. There's that floor you're talking about right there.
Yeah, it looks like
it was
straight
laid
out
in
of
it's a
home
herringbone
modeling.
pattern. They got a herringbone pattern on the basketball court.
Whoever
Kinda neat.
owns that, their wife designed that court.
I think it looks good.
Wow.
I like it.
It does look good.
I think it looks good.
It's
Marshall's
different.
a bit of a purist when it comes to the old hardwood floors, but if you're a purist, you know all about good cookie dough. And let me tell you about the best cookie dough you've ever had in your life. That's Cookie Dough Magic in downtown Huntsville. This segment brought to you by Cookie Dough Magic, the one place where you can go and indulge all of your childhood cookie dough eating fantasy without having to worry about salmonella. And so you can get them down on Jefferson Street in downtown Huntsville. You tell them the Beard sent you. They're going to take great care of you. Get the Java. That'd be my recommendation. But, of course, you can sample them all. They got them little spoons down there. They got their mask on. They got their gloves on. They're COVID-friendly. They're serving them up. Them good gracious. Catch a stutter one time, Zach. The samples with the little small pink spoons. You can try them all. I would try them all if I was you. That's typically my MO is go try them all and then pick one I want. So give them a call or go see them. They're on, again, 201 Jefferson Street North, right next to Melt, 256-517-8210. Find them online. Check them out. So that is that. We have some phone calls coming in, 866-494-9866. We should have Dustin on line 1. Dustin, what do you have for us?
Hello, Governor. How are you this morning?
Yeah, there he is. I'm good. How are you, buddy?
Doing wonderful, lads. All right, here's what we got. It's more
Australian.
More of an Australian accent now all of a sudden. Sorry about that.
Keep it going.
He shifted to the outback there. You fighting kangaroos?
Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to put a few prawns on the barbie, and we're going to drink some Foster's beer, because that's what it's all about out here in the outback.
That's pretty good. I got to give you that one.
Keep it going.
What else you got? I mean, you got any other
Well,
accents?
you'll love this. You'll love this one, then, lads. This is what we do every day.
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
Yes.
Dustin, you have a talent. You have a talent. You're going to need to get on the regular list here. We're going to need to hear from you pretty regular.
Well, you may not like it too much, okay? I took a long time.
Now we're racist, and now we're racist. Now we've culturally appropriated. Ourselves over. You can make fun of everybody, but the Asian continent. You remember? I mean, we can't say Asian flu.
Man,
Chinese
I can go
flu.
all the way around the world. I really can.
That's impressive.
The reason I called was to tell you. Say what?
No, that I said that was impressive. Go ahead. You said the reason you called was what now?
Oh. These tree pods. Have you heard about these yet? I know they mentioned about the spreading of the ashes and making a tree, but they literally have a pod that they can put your entire body in and bury you inside this pod, and it makes the tree grow.
Wow. So they take your
uncremated?
Yeah, uncremated. So they take your entire body and let it decompose in the pod to fertilize the tree.
For the roots of the tree, yep.
Wow.
I like that idea even better.
You do?
You know, some people there's a superstition about, burning your body.
Yeah, but what if you sell the place? Do you dig the
dig
tree up
and take it with you? That'd be a heck of a transport there.
Yeah.
Because you know I got a lot of body to decompose. I'm gonna have a big old tree. You boys gonna have a tree with some girth. I'm gonna be a big redwood too, boy. I mean, I'm talking about she's gonna be wide around and tall. There's a lot to decompose here. Okay, a lot of fertilization in there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Dustin, are you gonna opt for the body pod thing?
Honestly, my thing is body bag, go an extra 2 foot, and let me rot. I'm like you. When I cross over, I'm looking for you've done well, my good and faithful servant, and I'm gone. I'm leaving this world behind. So God is great.
That's right. Amen to that. Thank you, Dustin, for the call, buddy. I appreciate that. You need to call in more frequently with those. Those accents were solid.
Yeah, it was solid.
That
man.
was really good. I used to be able to do a pretty good South African, and I can. I'm just nervous. Like, I'm scared to bring them out because
You're afraid it'll come out.
yeah, and then the embarrassment's real. Like I'm talking about, it is real. There's a German line. I mean, I don't even know if I want to do this. There's a movie about these Formula One drivers. That's really good. James Hunt and what's the other guy's name? James Hunt and Connor, look that up. James Hunt, Formula One racing. He had a car wreck with. He's a legend.
Yeah, I watched the movie.
You were equally responsible for getting me back in the car.
Yep,
that guy. James Hunt and
I watched that movie.
Only racing movie I'm familiar with.
Yeah, Niki Lauda. That's it. Niki Lauda is he's an absolutely famous Ferrari driver, or F1 driver that is a principal in Ferrari until he passed away last year. I think it was last year he passed away. And I love a good accent though. I mean, I love a good accent, but it's got to be good. Dustin had him locked in.
He did.
And he hit, I mean, I think his British went over to Australian a little bit too.
Real quick.
I think that snuck up on him a little bit.
Yeah.
I
think they're very similar. I mean,
they are.
Australians like a redneck British.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
They're like a southern.
It's only kind of rude.
Southern slang British.
My little grandson can do a good what's the crocodile guy?
Crocodile Dundee.
Watch him, mate.
Yeah.
He
wait
can do
for
that.
it. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Yeah. Yeah. My son has taught him all of that.
Ow, that hurts. It's in my chest.
He didn't teach him that one.
Oh, sorry. Is that too soon?
Yeah. No, it's been a minute.
It has been a long time. When did the crocodile, whatever his name was, what was his name?
Steve
Irwin. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When did he pass away? He got that stingray to the chest. And it'll get you every time.
Yeah, and what's some bull?
Yeah.
Because I mean, this guy's just running around like saving animals and stuff, and then
wrestling crocodiles, and then he gets.
But let's
took out
hold
like
on a
that.
minute now. Hold on a minute now. Let's back up. He made money off handling wild animals. Like he wasn't. Did he do some conservation
Was
work?
he killing them?
Absolutely. No. I'm not saying he was, but I'm just saying let's not be real quick to run around and say he was this tireless. You know, all his entire life's work was saving animals. His life work was making money, becoming famous off handling wild animals.
Something I'm never gonna do.
No,
so
that's
I
a
ain't
fact.
mad at you.
No, I'm not either. I'm not mad at him at all. That's right. Show me the money, and I'm good with it. But I just want to make sure that we don't put him in the category of tireless public servant that got no recognition, that was out here saving animals because he wanted to save animals.
Right, you're right.
He was a celebrity that made millions of dollars off messing with wild animals, and one day he took a spine to the chest, and it got him.
Ironic, maybe.
Yeah, well, definitely ironic that he wrestled alligators for a living and got took out by a stingray barb.
Yeah.
I just wonder how he took one in the chest. I've been barbed once, and it's no fun. And the problem with the barbing is not the actual, like, there's no venom, there's no toxin, there's no any of that. What it is bacteria. It's an incredibly like, that's how they hurt their prey, is the bacteria.
I think his punctured his heart.
Ah, okay. Is that what it was, Connor? Did it get the heart?
Yeah, punctured his heart.
Ah, well, that'll do it every time. You get him with a with a butter knife, a spoon, and if it goes through the heart, you're in trouble. It doesn't matter what it is.
Me and my wife really enjoy the show that his widow and kids have going on. Crikey, it's the Irwins or something on Animal Planet, I think it is. But it's a really good show. They're keeping on his legacy and stuff with the park and everything. It's really good. You know, the son, he's like going in his father, and he looks just like his dad. And he's out there trying to
just imagine.
Wrestle the gators now.
Close your eyes with me. Drive your 94 Lincoln all the way back to the hood.
It's a 96.
Sorry.
Back when Brittany had hair.
Park it in the driveway there under the carport and walk inside, and you see big bearded Jonah on the camo recliner, feet kicked up, wife next to him, watching Crikey, It's the Irwins. I can be honest with you. That's something I didn't expect. That one caught me off guard a little bit.
I'll let her watch what she wants to.
Oh, she wants to watch it. It's not you?
It's a give and take relationship.
Is that what you say about The Bachelor too?
No, we don't get into all
I
that.
do. I get into The
Do you?
Bachelor. Oh, it's hilarious. Dude, it's my wife watches it. So it's like the best trash TV in the world because I just get to sit there and make fun of these people. Like they're dating 18 people at the same time. And they love every one of them and they're serious with each one of them. I'm in love with you. And it's like you said that to the other 16 women that are there too. I love them all. It's impossible. No, it's not. Like they're just it's wildly entertaining. Now, I have not watched it recently. I got a little fed up with it. My wife kind of went on without me there, and so
I kind of feel like that was like American Idol. You know, they just after so many seasons, you just
and The Voice and all of it. There's just a little. Now,
like,
Big Brother, on the other hand, I watch every freaking episode. That's one of the greatest shows of all times because the concept is so good. It's such a good concept because you literally take a bunch of people and you put them in a house for 6 months, no cell phone, no TV, no outside anything, and they live. It's just a psychological experiment every time the show's on. I just really enjoy it. I enjoy watching the way it works and the way the people are, the way they change. And you watch a movie, you want to see character development. Well, you go watch Big Brother, you're going to see some character development, and it's real life. Like they're not playing. It's It's not joking around. It's kind of interesting to me. But crikey, it's the Irwins.
Mm-hmm. It's a good show.
Yeah. Apparently, I need to check that out next time I'm sitting there with my 5-year-old. I'll turn it on.
It's good. Good, wholesome family show. That's what we do around here.
Oh, that's what you do.
Try to watch my tongue. And
is that
you
a
call
personal
Marshall
jab?
out? Yeah. Hey, you
that
sound like you got a little Slim Shady over there.
Oh, hey, Marshall, I forgot you was there.
Right? Yeah, Marshall's still getting conditioned to this radio thing. Bringing in a clean version of Marshall.
Hey.
He said, I brought the scrub brush. I'm working on it.
I am. I'm giving it my best shot.
Hey, you're doing a good job, buddy. And you all right for a white dude.
One today is better than 3 yesterday.
I didn't hear a single one of them yesterday, if I'm being honest with you.
either.
I missed every one of them.
At least he was self-aware of it.
Yeah.
Doing better.
Doing better. Let's go to a break. When we come back, we got one more segment. It is 15 minutes to the top of the hour in the Dale Jackson Show. Who is next? We're so thankful that you choose to join us here each and every morning. One more segment of Boomer and the Beard before we turn you over to the loudest voice in radio. We'll be right back.
And even our old farm co-host.
Boomer and the Beard. Boomer and the Beard.
Boomer and the Beard.
Where is your haircut gone? We know you don't get out as much. You don't drive by your regular sport clips and pop in for that MVP haircut experience that is so much more than a haircut. But isn't it worth getting out for? For that legendary hot steam towel for your face, massaging shampoo that makes you melt into your seat. Oh man, you remember that, right? We found your haircut. It's right where you left it. Sport clips. It's good to be a guy.
What's better than pizza? That's right, nothing. Well, maybe except for the many ways you can eat it.
I like thinner crust. Oh, and with a side of ranch.
I'll take mine with a pretty crazy assortment of toppings. Thousands. With a side of wings. Hot ones.
Pizza. It's a beautiful thing and found all over the world. But for your slice of the pie here locally, you want to try Donato's Pizza in Madison. Enjoy our famous pizzas loaded with edge-to-edge toppings, 100 slices of pepperoni, the family recipe sausage, fresh hand-cut veggies, and premium cheeses like our aged smoked provolone. You'll notice the Donato's difference. But why stop there? We also offer subs, calzones, wings, and desserts. Don't keep eating those same old leftovers. Make tonight a Donato's night with Donato's Pizza on Madison Boulevard in Madison. Call 256-772-6789. That's 772-6789. And online at Donatos.com. Donato's Pizza, where every piece is important.
Where is your haircut gone? We know you don't get out as much. You don't drive by your regular sport clips and pop in for that MVP haircut experience that is so much more than a haircut. But isn't it worth getting out for? For that legendary hot steam towel for your face, massaging shampoo that makes you melt into your seat. Oh man, you remember that, right? We found your haircut. It's right where you left it. Sport clips. It's good to be a guy.
Where Alabama talks. WVNN. Depend on it.
Welcome back to Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host. Be sure that you guys swing through the website there, our digital footprint over at boomerandbeard.com. If you have not done so, please make sure that you do. We were so thankful for your support to make us the fastest growing show in the Southeast. We'll say the world, but the Southeast for sure. In some pretty serious news here, Capitol Police Chief says militias from January 6th riot are plotting to blow up the Capitol during Biden's State of the Union address.
I don't believe it.
Connor, see what you can find on this with me while I'm sitting here reading this. The acting chief of Capitol Police said members of the militias that rioted on January 6th are plotting to blow up the Capitol building during President Joe Biden's State of the Union address in order to kill many of the members of Congress. Acting Chief, oh my gosh, Yogananda, I think I actually got that right, Yogananda Pittman.
Are they samurai?
Yogananda-san. Made the comments during her testimony via teleconference on Thursday at a House hearing about the Capitol riot. She said, quote, "We know that members of the militia groups that were present on January 6th have stated their desires." So does this mean that Antifa wants to blow up the Capitol?
I'm just excited.
What other militias were there?
I'm just excited for Joe Biden to do a address the nation. I'm ready to hear him read.
Oh gosh.
I can't wait.
It's just
poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. You're trying your best, but it never feels like enough.
I mean, it just wow. There's going to be 5,000 Capitol National Guard troops there, so I don't think it's going to be very accomplishable. It's not going to be very possible. It doesn't appear to blow up the Capitol building with enough. I mean, there's enough National Guardsmen to invade Iraq again. Like we're not gonna. Is there any? Can you find anything with any more than just a single accusation?
Not really.
No. So it's just that's what we call unsubstantiated claims. I'm not foolish enough to not think that there are people that would wish to cause Joe Biden harm. Okay, those people absolutely exist in the world, without question. Just like people wanted to cause Donald Trump harm, just like they want to cause any president harm. There are crazy people in the world that wish to cause people harm that are in charge because, well, they're in charge. But this seems like a long shot.
Anonymous sources say.
Yeah, that's exactly right. AKA Facebook. I don't. I mean, you mentioned this earlier today, but what took you a second or what? Nothing. Okay. Nothing. You mentioned this earlier today, but while we're covering we're covering Mr. Biden, the bombings. U.S. launches airstrikes in Syria yesterday. So you mentioned this in your opening monologue that you rehearsed for 2 days.
America's back.
America's back. United States military carried out airstrikes in Syria against Iranian-backed forces in the war-torn nation. The authorization of President Joe Biden. Now, this is a bit
Starting off where we ended.
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
The strikes were the strikes were authorized in response to recent attacks against American and coalition personnel in Iraq and its ongoing threats to those personnel. Specifically, the strikes destroyed multiple facilities located at a border control point used by Iranian-backed militant groups, including Hezbollah and Al-Shuhada. You know what? I'll say this right here. This gives me a good opportunity to say I'm proud of Joe Biden. In this moment right now, he did what he had to do. And if we're going to call balls and strikes, if we're going to be a talk show that acknowledges both sides' failures and successes, then we have to say, well done, Joe Biden. You did what you have to do. They went after our people, so he said, turn loose of the rockets.
I mean,
let them have it.
They went away for 4 years. Now they're back, just like that. Hello.
Well, I mean, Trump executed some airstrikes.
Yeah, he threw some down
at specific targets,
yeah,
and
to kind of get some things ended. Like get it
right.
done. Let's knock it out real quick. Now
so I've got no problem. Now Rand Paul has a very interesting perspective on this. The U.S. POTUS dragging the U.S. into Syria's civil war is a huge mistake. So I'm curious, 866-494-9866, 866-494-WVNN, is this the right thing to do? Are we getting involved in Syria's civil war, or are we protecting American troops over in that area? Like, what are we doing here? What are your opinions? I'd love to know, because it seems like, because you're right. Donald Trump did not create any new military engagements over his 4 years. Now, he did use some airstrikes to specifically target names on a list, right? Like we used the Ginsu bomb. Ginsu. That thing's bad as a bone, too. You know how that thing works?
Yep.
Have you seen some of the wreckage that thing will cause? Some of the guns got razor blades the size of samurai swords. Just kicks out and right through your right through your car. It makes that noise right through, and then.
I mean, look, when you got bombs,
it sounded more like a cat than it did. How do you like me, meow?
Look, you got these bombs are like expiration date March 2021. Send them.
Full send.
I'm sorry, Siri. Did you say something? What'd you say,
Connor? I'm curious about your perspective on this. What do you think about the old airstrike here?
I don't know enough about it to really make a comment. I don't know enough about the circumstances.
That's Connor speak for I don't want to touch that.
When I was his age, I really didn't pay attention to
that
that
but when
either.
you were his age, you weren't half of what he is. I mean, none of us were. This gets smarter.
This world, we was a lot more disconnected back then.
Yeah, I didn't care anything about anything. Literally anything. I didn't care about anything. Maybe baseball. Maybe. Baseball and chasing girls. That was about all I cared about.
Yep. And jacked up trucks.
And big lifted trucks, yes. Yeah, I did care
you
about
made
those.
that clear.
I did.
Square boot.
Yeah,
square
boot. Old square boot. Square boot. What's funny is I don't hardly ever wear boots anymore. But anyways, I'm curious if there's anybody out there, 866-494-9866, that wants to jump in with some opinions on the airstrikes here. Are we doing what we need to do, or are we dragging ourselves into a Syrian civil war? Those are two very different perspectives that will change the context of the airstrike significantly. It really will, because one of them is simply protecting the U.S. and their forces overseas and our interest and our assets and all that stuff. The other is intervening in a civil war we have absolutely no need to be in. Now, that being said, we are the world's police force. I don't care what you say about it. I don't care how many times you try to get around it. That's what we are. And that's whether you agree with whether or not we should act that way or not, that's the role we play and have for millennia, right? So do we pull back from that and move on? I don't know. I don't know. The other big cliff note from yesterday is the Democrats were their efforts were to tie the $15 minimum wage to the COVID relief bill. I don't know if you guys saw this, but that's what's been pushing this thing back, right? Is they want to get this thing tied in to the COVID relief bill. Now I bet we see less of a push to get the COVID relief bill passed. If I had to take a guess, because the effort to include the hike federal minimum wage as part of the COVID-19 bill was killed in the Senate. They ruled it could not be included in the legislation. Big loss for the Democrats. Really big loss for the Democrats here, which is interesting. The report said the wage hike could not be included because it is, quote, a mandate on businesses as it is currently written. And so...
See, I'm surprised they didn't know that earlier. Like, y'all been talking about it for weeks, and then you get down to, they already knew that. They just want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Apparently, Dustin is back on the line. We'll check in with Dustin briefly and see what he's got to say. Dustin, what do you got?
Well, see, friend, we do not like when you take our Iranian friends. You take our support, and we do not like it.
Is that Borat on the phone now? Hey, good morning, Borat. I thought you was from Kazakhstan.
Yakshimash, my name is Borat.
This dude is
in my country.
Thank you, Borat, for
the. No, he didn't Russia.
Too close to the phone. I can't hardly hear you. You're distorting in the phone, Dustin. Where'd he go?
Phone. It's okay.
Hey, there he is. That's
There-
much better.
that's
He was
better.
super excited. He was eating that phone. That phone was in his mouth.
Yep.
You will never get.
You cannot help this.
You will never get this.
I am good at what I do.
He said, "You will never get this. You will never get this." And then one day you'll get this. Thank you, Dustin, for the call. I feel like we might have created a monster in Dustin. We're going to hear from Dustin three times a show.
We'll be back Monday. Give us a holler.
Yeah, for sure. I just wish I need you to come up with different names for your characters. And so it doesn't say Dustin every time. You could have like Akbar calling in, and you can just name your accents, and then that way when you call in, it doesn't say Dustin on line 1, right? It says Akbar on line 1, and then I'm excited, then I'm in. So thank you for the call, Dustin. It is Friday, and as you know, there's a week in between now and the next time I see you, and that makes me very concerned. So do not do anything this weekend that I would not do. Do not do anything that is dangerous. Do not do anything that is not fun. Have fun this weekend. But most importantly, be safe and spend time with your family. Spend time with those that you love and that love you, and let them know that you love them. You never know if we know anything right now as a country, we know that life is precious, and we know that it doesn't matter what or when or how, but any day can be the last day. And so just spend some time with your family, spend some time loving on them, and letting them love on you, and enjoy it. Y'all be safe this weekend. Slim Shady, thank you for joining us this week. We'll see you next week. We got Tugboat Tommy over there at Master Control. Enjoy your weekend, buddy. Producer Connor, thank you. Jonah, as always, my friend, it's been a pleasure. We love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the Dale Jackson Show next.